Alright, hello everyone. Thanks to the power of the internet, I'm now allowed to talk with all of you. And I think, as Magnolia's #1 stand, I gotta talk about the 2 new cards, because honestly, for once in our life, we're eating good. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Everyone going, oh, but the Inlet and Epnic's era. No, shut up. We were a meme deck at best, and y'all are just complaining that we finally were okay, and then we got banned for too long. Things are amending. We have a better Shroll for Searcher and Sylvanhorn Beast Alkenwin, which is when it's placed on rear guard. If you're a grade 3 or greater with Magnolia, Soul Blast 1, discard 1 from your hand, search your deck or drop for 1 Magnolia, different from your Vanguard, or grade 0 normal order, reveal it, add it to your hand, and if you searched your deck shuffled, this is a high cost for the discard 1. The Soul Blast is whatever, and you're going to ignore the grade 0 normal order unless they reveal something really good, because no one's going to play Wild Intelligence anymore. I feel like this is more useful for mask-wise. For grade 4-wise, it's okay too, it's guaranteed except of top 5, but I'm personally probably going to play this around a 2, mainly because it just searches and doesn't do anything else, hence our curse of we have okay things, but never anything too outstanding. Now, I know that's controversial because everyone's like, guaranteed search, but hear me out. If you just hard mulligan or get Forbid all the one of, you're good to go anyway, and most of the time you get them in drive checks I've never run any of the Searcher from Magnolia, and I've always done pretty decent. But of course, Sylvanhorn Beast, who I'm calling Banana, it's the line, the Banatspi, is the Pista Resistance. Like, mwah, mwah. When this is placed on rear guard, other than the battle phase, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, so it's Elena, except just under the beautiful Sylvanhorn Beast. Speaking of, you choose the Vanguard with that in its card name, and for 2 grades of that unit, choose 1 grade 3 or lower card from your drop with a different card name from this unit and call it to rear guard. So this is really good because instead of Elaine only giving you 1 and 5k power to it, for grade 4 you now get 2 cards. Also, it's pretty fun that whenever it attacks, choose your Sylvanhorn Beast Vanguard, and it gets 5 until the end of the battle for every grade 2 of that unit. So with grade 4 Magnolia, if you have looped your goats who give 5k if they're not in the soul, that's 23. This attacks, it's now 33, which is actually worth not attacking first with your Vanguard because now you're hitting more magic numbers where even a front trigger won't guard that. Now, however, the true reason I love this card is for this loop specifically. So, let's assume you have an empty board, you have just played grade 4. Call Banapspi, you get 1 free unit, and then you get the grade 4, the Enlarged Gulf, however you pronounce it, and then its on-place effect will happen where you Soul Blast 1 and bring up, sorry, I should have clarified. When you're calling these 2, you need to make sure that you call over Banatspi, Banana Line, because then when you use Enlarge Gulf's effect to Soul Blast 1, you target that because you just called it over, call it to hand, and then immediately just slap it back on down, and you have a full board. Doubt it, you don't have to do this, and it is kind of costly at Soul 3, but the way you just basically shuffle Golbat, which is the Go, and Inlet, you at that moment kind of have technical infinite soul. And mainly you don't have to do that because you just call Englarv to one of their back rears to just Soul Blast 1, call another card, because most likely Golbat or an Inlet has been called out by your grade 4 Magnolia. That's just my hot take on it. I'm just really excited because these cards, through my small testing, are really performing well, especially when we get to 54. My only critique is I wish Alcuin did a little bit more, like gave itself power or something, because just being a 10k isn't going to cut it, even if you're running this mainly in Mask. Second, I would have liked any of these costs to actually be Energy Blast, because that's what's being supported in DivineZ, is these Energy Blast, and we've seen support as Mounting Grillin Dragon's Breath, that be an Energy Blaster, and seeing a lot of other cards also doing that, so I think it's a little bit that if you give Stokea too good, Magnolia is just going to pop off, but in this day and age, those 6 attacks aren't always going to work. This is now also a Soul Blast heavy deck, which, well, I say infinite soul in theory. But yeah, I hope you will all enjoy Magnolia the same way I do, and let me know what you think about these 2.